I'm gonna have the best of time. So I just got slept in about 2:15. I nearly joined the time of the bed about 10:30. So we're just gonna have to the excellent sleep. Hold my ass as is. That's when I came here. That's why I sleep here. This is old ones in the winning trophy. And this is for track and field. And track meet. Alright. Hey there, mates. This is Discovery Scouts, a Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Today is Sunday, June 11, 2017. So welcome back to the Q&A answer series right now. I used to get able to how you supposed to be doing, how's a proposal getting married doing here. So I just got there about 122 minute run, so just crossed it there with the Piala Public Library on the prom thing. It looks like it's about getting ready for the wedding proposal to get the party started. One of the things about advanced programs graduation included Trillium and DVR's relationship participants rehabilitation services, and included junior highs and high schools and elementaries, and a kind about the school districts, which is so the supervisors and business, job services, and eligibility. I used to about any time about solitary for I used to for the next week of Sunday and the Father's Day for going to the Denny's right now for the Piala, or maybe who bears it goes to the Kent's Denny's. We went to the closest then for the AMC for theaters. That's where I went to watch it on the pirate ship, the Black Pearl, the Queen Anne's Revenge, the Flying Dutchman, against the Silent Mary, and the ghost ships on the Spanish Royal Navy, and included pirate sloop Dying Gold, and the Black Dragon, who else looks like about the Black Pearl, and the Dutch bark here on the pirate ship main Captain Bonnet. There's a lot of pirate ships there ever. There are 9 fleets, 10 included pirate ships on Battle Off and Devil's Triangle, and Barbosa's fleet concluded when the 9 ships was sunk by the ghost ships Amanda Sarso turned out for the curse and the Trident of Poseidon. While souls who like to know communicating. That's what I got a case of so. I don't think in myself appreciate it. That's what I'm supposed to do. Let me think about it, mateys. Bella woke up. She leave for her friend's house, and she's still busy. She playing the game. She listened to the music. Whole lot of things about the 158 musics. She was definitely while she's listened to while she appreciated doing the most of the gaming live streams and talking to the live streams and microphones. And Frankie has the pranks funny on the game. I don't play the game a lot. I've been done a lot about August 2015. So I'm done. So I'm done about last 2 years. So I used to bought for Walmart thing for Alexandra Dadarios, Scott Eastwood, and Terry Crews on the men's and women's health. It's kind of like about my videos thing to my Instagrams, and I used to for the Alexandras having the most women's health there ever. So I came to Gladue here. So I came to Gladue in the made of the Van Diesels. so there can be a hell about to think about it. She used it about it impassionated the great in the trilogy, and she was pretty hot. She was sex. She was a celebrity. She was wearing the swimsuits every time. She changed it. They changed a lot of suits for purple or black. She was different. She was different. She was kind of about the looking for blue eyes and stuff, is staring on the sunshine. Once the sunrise. Her dog Levon was pretty cute, and he was big. He was pretty big. Big is cute. Maybe Zach got from some very rumored dating from Ben Verlander to from Logan Lerman, from Jason Fuchs, from Trey Songz, and he bears a lot of True Detective things for and the male boyfriend and the male girlfriend and the male boyfriend, and he saw she dropped off for Alicia's apartment, and Marty was supposedly he was following for Alicia's apartment while she's driving with the car when I first mentioned. When seeing Woody was playing Marty, what Marty was knocking over the door was almost punch and break it, and he almost broke off of the door chains just a little, and lost a little bit. He'll walk around the living room to her room, but he pushed him to the break into the closet doors, and it grabs him without the naked within the underwear on. She has the reason she calls get a lot of about any about the psycho attack. She tries to get out of there. She tries to get out of there. She can't help him, but he can't trust her anymore. But who goes there? Well, when the judgment day as a Thursday, and Marty's apology was investigating for police, sheriff, and detectives, patrol, and security, and public building was to figure out for following Marty was disrespected from Alicia's. Who are gonna say Alicia interferes Marty's wife, Maggie, and the kids? They leave a lot. She was take her the two kids to visiting for her apartment, while Marty was very mad, but he gets frustrated. He calls her out for the affairs suddenly. He argues, and he's very intimidating, but he was in a causing to Maggie's dad's problem, but he can't trust her till she has misunderstanding. Maggie was working on in the hospital still, was not to be do that on notifications. While she tells Alicia for the last 8 hours. She immediately while she distracted while she's working on the hospitals, while she's minding his own business. But it was said stop. But it could have reasons. While Alicia's not there enough for the further fate is unknown. Well, that's the very case. We were working on a very something out about most of it upon you guys. If this is the favorite things that about the movies, the TV shows, the miscellaneous photo shows, canons and appearances. One of the Alexandra, her dog Levon, was followed by paparazzi for the five guys. Um, she always ignored them. She was literally on the Twitter on her phone for no reasons. She was a signation to her filming on the public area was on the city of the Puyallup city on Los Angeles, California. I think Alice was on the Hurna was it a leftover for the last 4.5 years for Imagine Dragons Radioactive. I've been watching about December 12th, 2012. That was for good music. She has the blue eyes and her face, the white one, and she is walking with walking with the Vans shoes and her the jeans, sweaters and shirts about any time with the hood on. It's pretty much a feel she didn't do anything about the wrong with the paparazzi was standing over beside it at about 200 meters, 200 miles per hour. It's closer than so let me think. 100 meters to get not the closer than for Alex was very annoying. So they can't bother her eyes. She was totally about the blue eyes. She was totally about the good excellent eyes. It's pretty hot. She bears it. Let me just say, hot, the worm. It's pretty exhausted. She gets tired, and she's carrying a drink from Starbucks coffee, or maybe Jamba Juice. Maybe she's like strawberry smoothie and cranberries, blueberries, and raspberries. It's also the mixed stuff is really good with bananas on it and apples. I love that, the pineapples. It's grapes, applesauce. It's the best things that ever. When I went there to take a look into the views with the cars there, the Jumbo Juice, the best things ever. Like it about the $5 off. So it is this freedom to be to bring you to the Jamba Juice campus on the junior highs and high schools. However, we take care. Sometimes we can unfortunately, take care of the a lot of those the actress friends and directors, businesses, and workers, and YouTube 24s and VidCons on 2017 this year's. If you guys want to go into the visual to the vidcon.com, and you can film around the VidCon on this June 2017 during the 123 days. So Olympics 2017, triathlon, bikers, swimmers, runners, and wheel bikers, and they know about 65,000 people around the world. Concluded 150,000 workout peoples. They're around the country. They're around the states. Living out the states. That's why it says Logan Paul's on surprise when he's working out on the finding the painless, and she works to the rumor of Alexandra Daddario's, Zac Efron's, John Bass, Kelly Robach, Elvinish Hadera, and Priyanka Chopra, and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and John Cena, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Billboard Music Awards 2017 from the last 2 weeks. That was the best things ever. Woo! Oh, I heard they're gonna say surprise. So I had to see you guys. We do have a very worst things ever. We do have the sign nations to while they're doing it, the interviews and movies and TV shows and premieres and United Kingdom all around the Berlin, Germany, and England, and London, kind of about the conclusion Africa. But besides the closer that the Egypts on the city, and those who we decided we closer that on all the way around the states straight to the South Africa. That's where the west coast of South Africa under the Indian Ocean, Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic. Those are the B kind, guys. So reactions to the Jake Paul with his brother was, I subscribe. Hey, it's me, Martha. Her name is Samantha Tornado. Her brother Tony Tornado. His best friends Millie Mulder, and her new boyfriend here. I don't know who's the guy is. I'm gonna have to see Millie is. She moved to an apartment to California. She lives closer than for Anaheim to Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Gardena and Venice Beach, Long Beach, and kind about Hollywood. That's where she moved from. That's where she moves from Las Vegas, Nevada, where she living around to Tony Tornado's lived at his house. He's doing the 30,000 subscribes, so contested by a lot of 35,000 people. So he can subscribe to Tony Tornado's live on Instagrams, Vine cameras, and Googles and Kakastoria Talk and Tomalel and Hangouts and Facebooks and Twitter, and not a problem. Woo! Fuck. My niece is not gonna be a bad idea. Fucking shit, man. This is really gonna be the badass, guys. Really badass on my left knee. My back knee. So I'm just gonna have relaxed there, just as air out. One of the reasons don't know where it's at. I'm gonna have to stretch out for my legs. Just gonna have to take a breath. No. That's one to stretch my left leg. And one that makes me feel comfortable better. I used to the formation of oh shit. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry, mateys. Sorry. Yeah, I don't want to get too close enough that this falls down. I don't want to get it almost falling down. Slaughter choice. It's just about the formation. Justin and Ben Verlanders on the Detroit Tigers and Flying Tigers on Florida. The Detroit, she lives with Captains, and she's closer to August 3rd on the Layover Trailers, and September 1st, so it's coming out this theaters. With Colin with Harold Kumar, I really the director from the Baywatch. So it's in the concluded. Micah Dave needs the wedding dates. Ice Age. The night before Christmas Day. Who's it gonna be kind? Kick-Ass Trilogy. Wow. Who bears it can do? Who bears it can do? So so every time for the reasons, many are helpful things. So I kind of better concluded this up for my new friends here. So I kind of be like it about very interesting about Seth Meyers and Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, and Billboard Music Awards, MTV Awards, and many of them about premieres, and kind of about um, Ellen DeGeneres, Ellen DeGeneres. She plays Finding Dory, Little Dory Fish. The Ellen shows. What's it? Be friends with Hillary Clinton. She was to be kind about the nice to each other. She was a good person there ever. So so jump off there, guys. So I know I feel kind of about to feel these things. So I haven't been wasting the time about the sunny days. So I was just gonna have to go to the summer this year for the going back to the California to the campsites and according to for the Los Angeles cabin, just like the camp on the cabin, just like the Camp Rock, like for those Disney movies. Woohoo! So lot of about 35,000 people on the beach on Bondi Beach, from the Bondi, Venice, and the Long. Dude. So a lot of dudes on the beach who are bears. There are bears on the surface to the waves, so we can like about very flexible to be the normal kind. They were surprised to see who helped it about for different for anything. So you could kind of about wherever you want, wherever you're gonna read for magazines if you can. So if everything have other questions, so if you enjoy your time, so thank you for the coming in. So thank you guys. So thank you guys and coming back in. So welcome back to the Good to See You. So don't forget to subscribe to my contents, to follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Find Cameras, Choice to Patreon, Gaming Challenge to Juggies to Twitch live stream, and Juggy Stars at Elma, New Jersey State, Cock Story Talk, Tom Alone at Hangouts. I'll follow this description on the YouTube 24s on Majorca Nuggets, Big Brother, Georgie Stahlbarger, King Behind the Camera, Bridger West, The Angry Grandpa Shows, Grandpa's Corner, The Brass Pack, Wilmer Edwards, Brittany Smith, and the two kids, Kevin Edwards, Mary, and the two kids too, Derrodiso Daily, Cubic Guy, The Cubic Guy Life, Horrible Gamers, Life of Moko, The Boog, Nest Boog, The Boog Show, and Whom on TV, Xiaomi TV, Jester the Doherty Vlogs, Elliot Giles, Ben Fellows, and Nana Giles, Pranks vs. Prank, BF vs. GF, as Boyfriend vs. Girlfriend, Tony Tornado Flaws, Hey It's Me, Matha, and the new I was subscribed, so Samantha, Millie Mulder, then Amanda Jean Show, Psycho Dash, Larry's Lounge, Joe Bum, beside the aunts and uncles, beside mom, and Melissa, let's see, Walmart and see, Crocodile Buzz 888, and Boogie 2988, Mark Lucasons, Julie Riley, Manning Corn Cornelsers, Parker Zipple, let's see, it says really a loss to subscribe, my guys, Millie Bobby Brown, and Logan and Jake Paul, Painless, and actress here is Alexandra Daddario and Matthew the Catherine, Zac Efron, and John Bass, Kelly Roebuck, Elvinish Hathaway, Priyanka Chopra, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, The Seth Meyers, The Ellen Shows, and Life with Kelly and Ryan, and Seth Meyers of Logan Lerman, Lucas and Lindsay, Dean Collins, Michael Rappaport, Lily Collins, Emma Watson, Douglas Booth, Illustrated Miller, Douglas Smith, Jake Ava, Allie Wood, Jim Parrish, and Leva Rambin, Margaret Robbie, Tom Eckerle, and Kyle Scalario, and Benjamin Walker, Teresa Palmer, Mark Weber, and Brenton Thwaites, and Johnny Depp, Keira Knightley, Orlando Bloom, Jeffrey Bardem, Jeffrey Rush, David Scarf, and David Wenham, and Steve Graham, Kevin R. McNally, Martin Kleba, and he's back. Adam Brown from Hobbit, and whoo. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. And don't forget Team Creed, both got regular on Leftovers YouTube channels, and Keon and Regamon, the Reagan brothers, the siblings, and Violet's first and Violet's second, and Joey Salads, and if you watch it on my channels things, and Pop Candles, and don't forget to subscribe to the Pop Candles today, to paparazzi doing your flash and bothers Kristen Bell today, Kristen Bell, Dax Shepard, Micah Pena, and Dana Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Matthew Lewis, and let's see how it goes there. And I love you guys. If you're free to death, don't forget to look forward to watch Pirates 5th. Keep it bitch, minis.